Hello.
Γεια σας και καλώς ορίσατε. Welcome to Simply Greek, a new series about, you guessed it, Greek food and wines to go with it.
During the series, we'll be travelling all over the mainland and islands of Greece, collecting recipes and tips from some of the country's leading chefs, as well as local village cooks in really remote areas. You went everywhere, didn't you, Loulla?
Everywhere in Greece.
Yeah.
Oh, and what a lovely place,
Yes.
I tell you. Oh,
Now, tell me,
gorgeous.
did you find any recipes that in the years of cooking at your Greek restaurant here in the UK you've never come across before?
I would like to say no, but yes, I have. And I remember one recipe, you know, when we were in Corfu,
Right.
and some nuns cooked this beautiful vegetarian bake in the oven. Oh, it was the best thing I ever had, honestly.
Yeah.
It was so simple.
Because,
You
I mean,
know,
you went all over the place.
all over.
You mentioned Corfu,
Yeah,
you went to Athens, you went to some
I went
really
to-
smart hotels in
Oh,
Athens,
yes.
didn't you?
Yeah,
Absolute
really,
tip-top.
really posh hotels.
And got some really top chefs to show you
That's
some
right,
of their secrets.
yes, because they don't just cook Greek food there, they cook, you know,
Yeah.
international cuisine. I also met Vefa Alexiadou, which
Right.
is one of the top cook in Greece, and she
Yes.
appears on TV once a week.
Right, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so a jolly lady.
So she's a real personality that everyone recognises
That's
anyway.
right, yeah.
And as I imagine, people like Pamela Roussos, the ex-wife of Demis Roussos.
That's right.
I imagine she's sort of known through the social columns. It must have been terrific, wonderful.
Well, it was nice. She actually cooked for me, Denis
Right,
Roussos' wife,
yeah,
which I
yeah.
was surprised because I heard he does most of the cooking, but
Yeah.
unfortunately we didn't get to meet him.
Right.
But she made a lovely meal for us, actually.
Brilliant. We'll also be cooking authentic Greek food here in the studio. Now, Loulla's son Solos will be popping up to help his mum in the kitchen.
Well, I don't have a daughter, so I may as well use my son.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to be brilliant. Now, anyway, Loulla, what are you cooking today?
Well, I'm cooking something very, very nice. It's called melitzanes paboutsakia, which translates aubergine's little shoes, because they're going to look like little shoes when I
Right.
finish with them.
So that's aubergine stuffed with meat.
I'm going to start them with some nice lamb mince
Right,
and
wonderful.
tomatoes and garlic and all
Yummy.
the other nice ingredients that need to go.
I'll come up with some of Greece's finest wines together with my personal favourites from Europe and the New World. But here, an aperitif, or should I say, a taste of simply Greek.
Είναι πολλά μεγάλα, πολύ μεγάλα είναι τα ψωμιά. Έτσι τα κάνεις πάντα? Ναι, έτσι μεγάλα. And she's making those slushes so the bread won't rise too much. I can see the bread baking already. It's getting a lovely crust on the bottom. Can't believe it. Να, τι είναι αυτό? Πες μου τι
Αυτό
έχεις βάλει. What
είναι.
have you put in here?
Είναι δάφνη.
Bay leaves,
Ρίγανη.
oregano,
Φρούμπι, δεν το ξέρετε.
thyme,
Είναι,
thyme,
είναι
ναι.
φασκόμηλο.
Φασκόμηλο,
Είναι...
sage. What are we going to do now for 1.5 hours?
Όταν για την πάση...
Εμείς τι θα κάνουμε τώρα? Θα φιληθούμε? We've got to kiss now. Μα είπες πως είμαι μεγάλη για σένα.
Καλά, προσωρινά καλά είναι. Για μόνιμα δεν είπαμε.
months to mature, and it gets very moldy. So what they have to do then is to scrub all the mold away in this special bath, and then it's hung to dry, and then it's put in a smoke room. And that's what gives this special cheese the flavor, you know, the smoky flavor.
Right out here. Look at that moussaka. This is the real traditional thing. Look how wonderful the cheese bits are on top. I bet you don't see that very often.
No.
Delicious, isn't it? And the best part of it is that you can have a bit of ouzo or wine, never get drunk by having this wonderful food with it, and it just goes perfectly together. You've never seen any Greeks drunk in the streets, have you?
Well, in that case, can you fill my glass, please?
I certainly will.
Now she's going to mix it with her hands. It's the best way. After an hour it's been baking, she mixes it. I don't think she uses her hands, though. She uses a spoon. Κουτάλι χρησιμοποιάτε μετά. Κουτάλι. Όχι το χέρι. She said, of course not, I'll get burned.
Amazing time you must have had. I had to stay back here at home.
I know.
It must have been a wonderful trip, though. Terrific.
It was, and
yeah.
you know, I can't wait to go there for a holiday this time,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. It's interesting because certain things come up time and again when you're talking about Greek cooking.
Yes.
Certain ingredients. I mean, they have a lot, for instance, a lot of fish.
With
Wonderful
it
fishes.
is lots of islands
Yeah,
there, so
yeah.
yes, they do eat a lot of fish, and they
Absolutely.
love fish, actually.
Yeah.
But, funnily enough, fish is very expensive, you know, in Greece.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know why. But
So
it is.
it's quite wealthy man's food,
Yeah.
whereas
Yeah.
I suppose the basics of life, the things,
Is-
the staples
yeah.
like bread, pasta,
yeah.
and then all the pulses.
Yes, because people, I think it goes back to generations, because people couldn't afford to eat a lot of meat, so they had to do with things they had.
That's right.
And a lot of people used to grow their own in
Things
Greece.
used to grow,
Yes,
and of course,
that's
talking
right.
about growing things, you
Yeah.
get onto the vegetables,
Yeah.
things like aubergines, peppers, tomatoes,
Yes,
onions and garlic, of course,
courgettes. Oh.
courgette, and then all these wonderful flavouring ingredients,
Yes.
the spices.
Yes, especially
bay leaves.
oregano, you know.
Absolutely.
They
Oregano,
use it in
mint,
everything.
cinnamon, all sorts of things. And cheeses.
Of course.
Terrific
I mean,
cheeses.
They eat a lot of cheese in Greece,
Yeah.
believe it or not, especially feta.
Feta, this
And
crumbly
yes.
white one.
And now they started to eat halloumi as well, the Cypriot cheese.
Right,
They love
right,
it in Greece.
yeah, which is something
And
you grill, isn't it?
That's
very much?
right, or
Yeah.
fry.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to start making their own now. Also, we've got kefalotiri here, which
Right.
another very popular
Yeah, yeah.
cheese that I bring
Almost
home.
the sort of the Greek version of Parmesan in a way.
It is actually,
Yeah.
yes. Salty and hard. And
Yeah.
it's fantastic for grading.
Right.
A
So-
manuri, which is a soft cheese like
Yeah,
ricotta.
yeah. And really, then, fish and meat. I mean, here we've got some minced lamb that you're going to be
Minced lamb.
using today.
Yeah.
Fish and meat are the luxury extras in Greek cooking, in a way.
Well, it used to be.
Yeah.
Probably still
Maybe,
is,
yeah,
but
in the
not
poorer
so
areas,
much.
perhaps.
Yes.
And very, very inventive with vegetables and pulses
But
and things like that.
That's
Yeah.
right. They stuff everything in
Yeah.
Greece, you know, with
Terrific.
lovely rice and pine kernels.
Yeah.
They make them
Brilliant.
really, really interesting.
Well, that's it. Those are the key ingredients of the Greek kitchen, so get them on your shopping list. Now, today's recipe features this terrific
Yeah.
fellow here. What did you call it again?
Melinzanes papoutsakia, which means little shoes.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to come back. Lula's going to cook that after the break, so we'll see you in a couple of minutes.